Hello dear students. In the previous class we learned about cells, different types of cells and how they are useful to us and how to dispose them, right? Now what are the environmental hazards caused by disposing them carelessly, that all we discussed yesterday. Today we are going to learn about another device, that is a bulb. All of you might have seen a bulb. In most of the houses we have small bulbs. Nowadays mostly they use tube lights, but in washrooms or in such small rooms and all, they may use bulbs even now. Okay, shops, malls and other public places, they may be using that. In the ancient time, the bulb which was used in the ancient time is little bit modified nowadays. It is little different from the old version now. Okay, now what is a bulb? If you look at if you see a bulb, you can see that it is made up of, or it consists of, a transparent glass covering which encloses a metallic filament. It is called filament or metallic wire like something. Okay. Now it is a coil like wire, very thin coil inside the glass container, you can see. Now here if you see the picture, you will see here, this is the glass container and which is called the glass bulb, and inside this you can see here there is a thick wire here, another thick wire here, and here there is an insulator, okay, which support them, and here there is a metallic case is there, and its top here also it is metallic, but here in between you have insulators. Okay. Now these two thick wires are connected by a very thin spring like wire which is called the filament. Okay. Now if you see here there is a metallic cap is there, tip of it, this one is metallic. Now why is it made up of metal? Because when you take the conductor, if it is non-metals or if it is an insulator, it will not pass electricity to the bulb. So for that purpose, to pass electricity through this point, we have metallic cap here, and this metallic cap take the electricity to this, and then when it passes through this filament is this portion, this spring like portion is called filament. Usually it is made up of a metal called tungsten. Okay, and when this electricity passes through this spring like portion or the filament, it starts to get heated up, and then it produces light, and that light is passing through this glass bulb. Now in the last chapter we learned that glass is transparent. That is one reason that the light produced inside will pass through this bulb and we all get the light. Okay. Now sometimes nowadays it is electronic bulbs and all are available. Now whatever it may be, sometimes after using for some days the bulb will not work, and then we use the word the bulb is fused. What is the meaning of that? Fused. Fused means when excess of electricity passes through this, what happens to this spring? The spring will break, it will melt, okay, and it will get separated, two pieces it will become. So when it becomes disconnected or it is fused, we call it fused, then there will be no flow of electricity, and then when there is no flow, complete flow is not there, that means the bulb will not give out light. Then you have to throw it out, okay, or you have to dispose it. So when the this filament gets broken, then we call it the bulb is fused. Now I told you the metal used to produce this filament is tungsten. Usually it is made up of tungsten. Why is tungsten used? Do you know? Tungsten has some special or unique property when of glowing when electricity passes through it, and the electric energy whatever is passing through that gets converted into light and heat energy by the filament. Okay, and this filament is connected to two thick wires I showed you, and end of these wires are connected to the metallic base of the bulb. Okay, the space between the two rods are there, two wires are there, the space between the filament and the glass covering inside. Here these two rods are there and the filament is there, and then full this glass bulb is vacant. Okay, if it is mostly it is filled with a gas which is called argon gas. Okay, argon has a speciality that it is an inert gas. Inert gas means it will not react with very easily, it won't react with any metal. So with tungsten it will not react. If oxygen or any other gases are there inside, it will react and it may cause to produce high temperature and high pressure inside, and it will break easily. So to avoid that, when they prepare the bulb, inside portion of the bulb is made is filled with inert gas, argon gas. Okay, when the current flows through the bulb, what happens? The filament will start getting heated up, and then when it gets heated up, it gives light as well as heat. Okay, now so what is the main function of electric bulb? It is used to convert electric energy into light energy and heat energy. So what is a bulb? Bulb is a device, a small device which is used to convert electric energy into light energy and heat energy. Okay. Now let us see how does the bulb work. Okay, now you see here this is the dissection of a bulb. You see here is the filament, and the filaments are connected. Filament is connected by two thick wires. See here, one end of the filament is coming here, and the other end is coming from here. Now here is the metal case, metal covering is there. Okay, so from this wire when it comes here, what happened? The two ends of the filaments are connected to the two terminals of the torch bulb. These are the two terminals, thick wires, and that two wires are connected here. So what happens when you connect a conducting wire here? From here electricity passes through these thick wires and come back to the other side. So the circuit will be completed. Okay, and then it starts the electricity starts flowing through it, and then the filament will give heat and light. Okay, this is what we just discussed. Now here you see the bulb is connected to a cell here. So here is the positive terminal and the other side is connected to the negative terminal. So from the positive terminal, the wire, conducting wire, is taking the electricity and it is coming back to the negative terminal. So this is called a complete circuit. So here is the torch bulb, the light when the connection is complete, it starts to glow and give light and heat. Okay, now this shows the direction of flow of electricity. Flow of electricity is from positive terminal to the negative terminal. Okay, this complete is the cell. Now sometimes when you keep this way connected, the bulb may not give you light and heat. Do you know what is the reason behind it? There are many reasons. First thing, if this is not connected here properly, there will be a problem. If that end is connected, but if this end is not connected, then there will be a problem. Okay, sometimes this wire may be broken or not uh, in good condition, then also there will be a problem. Another problem will be, as we discussed earlier, the bulb may be fused. And the last problem is, if the cell has no more energy left inside. Okay, so due to all these reasons, the bulb may not uh, glow. And if this is not connected properly also, if either here or here or here or here, 4 places are there, right? Any one of the joint is not properly connected, then it will not glow. Okay. Now, what is this type of circuit called? This is called a circuit. Circuit means what? The path through which the current flows is called electric circuit. So, what is electric circuit? The path. You see here they are showing the path through which the current flow, the electric charges flow is called the circuits. You see here, from here it starts flowing and it is coming like this. Okay, this is the flow. It is called a circuit. Okay, now there are 2 types of circuit. One is a closed circuit and the other is an open circuit. Now only when the circuit is closed, you see here, from here it starts, goes like this and connected to the cell only, both sides. There is no gap between the path of the electricity. So, for the current there is no what you call gap. Okay, so such connections, the connection in which there is no gap between the terminals of the cell, these 2 terminals, there is no gap. If this wire is not connected, there will be a gap. If this wire is not connected properly, there will be a gap. If it is not connected here, it will create a gap. If this wire is broken, that also will create a gap. So if there is no such gap between the 2 terminals of the cells, wire and the bulb, then it is called a complete circuit or a closed circuit. I will show you some cases in which the circuit is open, okay, or a broken circuit. Now see here, in this particular case, the bulb does not light up. The reason is this wire which connect the negative to the bulb is detached. That means there is a gap between the bulb and the wire. So such type of circuit is called an open circuit or a broken circuit. In a broken circuit, electricity does not flow through it. So there will be no, the light will not, or the bulb will not light up. Okay. So we learned about 2 types of circuit. First we learned about circuit. What is circuit? Circuit is the path through which the current flow, okay, when you connect it to a cell or battery or any electric sources, when you connect any appliances, there will be a flow of electricity or a flow of current, flow of charges actually. Flow of charges is called current. So the path through which the current passes is called a circuit. Okay, and there are 2 types of circuit. When the circuit is open, there will be no flow, continuous flow will not be there, and the bulb will not glow. And a closed circuit is, or a complete circuit is, the circuit in which there is no gap between the terminals of the cells. In such circuits, there will be flow of current. Okay, so we learned about 2 types of circuits. One more picture showing the open circuit and closed circuit. See, here is a battery, there is a negative charge, here is the positive charge, it is connected, and here there is a switch. We will learn about switch later, but you know what is a switch. At home you all have this. when the switch is on, the light will glow, and when it is off, it will not. Okay, so this is for controlling. So whenever it is connected properly, it is a open circuit. So when the switch is off, it will not glow. But when you press it, when this switch is touching this point, what happens? The bulb will glow. See here. When here the switch is on now. So it is a closed circuit, and there will be flow of electricity, and this is then the bulb starts glowing. Okay. The current in an electric circuit always flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. You need to remember that. That's all for today. In the next class, we will learn about another device which is called switch. Thank you.